Hi everybody, it's Get Real in the Kitchen with Deanna Olson, and it's how to cut up a fresh whole chicken. I'm calling it halving a chicken, cutting it in half. And the reason is that this way you can have half a roast chicken and then have the other half of the chicken for some other type of recipe. So the first thing you're going to do is get the tail of the chicken. Oh, and you really need good scissors, kitchen scissors. And there may be some stuff inside that you have to take out. And this is, first thing we're going to do is turn it over so it's upside down. Breast is on the bottom. Start cutting out the back. That's number one. And again, scissors, the whole thing can be done with the scissors. It's actually, I think, easier and safer than a knife. And it works. And remember, I am not asking you to be a professional butcher. This is something you may not do all the time. I don't either. But I had a ton of fun with this. So I wanted to show you. Now, when you get to the end there and you cut through, then turn the chicken and cut out the other side. And you're cutting out the back. And that's done. And guess what? You now have 3 recipes from one chicken, because this is going to be a small homemade stock, so you can make soup or something with homemade stock. I certainly am tomorrow. And then take it and cut it down the middle. And again, see how these scissors are working? And guess what? We're going to put those scissors in the dishwasher. And do you see how I've got this on a pan to kind of contain the juices? And so all the knives and everything is going to go in the dishwasher. You're not going to want to just try to reuse these until they've been cleaned really well. We now have a half chicken. And guess what? Well, this is the one I'm going to roast. So what I'm going to do with it is just tuck the leg into some of this. I can cut off some of this extra fat and put it into the stock. And trying to find a little piece of skin here to tuck the leg in so it won't be sticking up burning when it's being roasted. And maybe I can do this so it doesn't break. But anyway, that is ready to go in the oven for that half-roasted chicken. What about the other side? Well, first thing is we're going to remove the leg. So I wasn't able to get it to pop out of the socket because I guess, you know, I'm just not that strong. And actually cut the leg and this thigh off at the same time. But remember, you're not held accountable to be a professional butcher. So you're going to do the best you can. Now you got a thigh and you have a leg. So those do need to be cut apart. And remember that your chicken will last. You can wrap this well and you can make the other half of the chicken somehow the way you want it in a couple days, so that you're not having to deal with one whole bird right away. So this will come apart once I get it cut properly. Not doing a great job, but I am. It's kind of hard with the video here. I don't want to take my time. I don't want to make this too long. So now I have a piece of chicken and a kind of a nice little thigh here. And cut off some of that extra fat. Or you can leave it on if you want, but I'm going to definitely take that off. And then the last thing is we got to take the wing off. So we're going to cut that off. And guess what? This is so exciting. The wing goes with the back. So now you have that stock to make it with the stock. And I don't know about you, but I do make stock, but I sure get tired of making a lot, like whole chicken's worth of stock, 4 quarts, 6 quarts. And people say, oh, you can freeze it. But you know what? Then it ends up you can't find it in the freezer. Last thing, look, because this is a very large bird, a lot of them are these days, I'm going to do something that I'm going to actually just cut it right in half so it will cook evenly. And this is definitely not standard method, but you got to use some common sense when you're cooking, especially when you're cooking at home for yourself and you want to make it turn out right. You don't want to have all these pieces of chicken that are different sizes. We now have 2 breast halves, a thigh, and a leg for another type of chicken recipe, and they're all the same size. That's all I have for you. If you subscribe, it's free, and you won't miss the 2 chicken videos that are coming up, and it's live from Denver. See you next time.